Hi guys, and welcome here to today's episode for Ask Evette. And today we have a question about what is the psychosomatics of plantar warts? Hi everyone, Evette Rose here, and welcome here to my channel. Remember to subscribe, stay up to date with the latest and greatest information and research as well. Also join me for my free masterclasses at evetterose.com. And guys, also so many other free healing events. And for those of you who don't know me, guys, I'm known for writing Metaphysical Anatomy, which is a big book of 679 medical elements and the psychosomatic emotional stress points behind that for adults. And this is something we all share worldwide. And guys, yes, I have a kids version as well. So if you love kids, if you have issues unresolved from your childhood, this is going to be an absolutely fantastic resource for you. You can find this at evettebooks.com and all my other 7 books as well. So see what tickles you pink and what you fancy, what you feel can work for you and help you as well. So guys, I'm so excited. So today is an interesting topic, plantar warts. This is something that actually a lot more people than what you might realize is actually affected by. Now, guys, let me quickly explain to you here. Plantar warts is something that's caused by an infection from the HPV virus, and this is called the human papilloma virus. Now, normally what happens is that there's an outer layer of the skin on the soles of your feet, and this can also happen closer to the toe areas. Now, what happens is that if there's an opening in the skin, just even the smallest little crack, and this virus can affect that area and then infect it, and you can start to have warts in that part of your foot as well. Now, they also develop when there maybe is tiny cuts. It doesn't just have to be like a tiny little speck of break, but it can also be like maybe you cut your foot open and you're walking now in areas that's very damp. And this can happen where there's almost more than 100 viruses that also exist that is called verruca. And this is normally associated with the HPV virus, which we already now tapped into. And there's many other types. It's like type 1, 4, 57, 60, 63, and the list goes on. So what happens here is that the HPV causes a buildup of the protein keratin on the skin, and this can then end up resulting in warts. Now, a great way that this can be supported and that people love to normally treat this with is cryotherapy. Now, I've tried this as well, and I don't think I have the endurance for it, not for warts, but just for the sake of trying it. It's absolutely fantastic with tremendous amount of health benefits. So check that out and see if that is something that, if you're affected by plantar warts, if this is something that you feel you would resonate with, it could potentially help. When we now look closer to the psychosomatics of this, normally what this is telling you is that there's a part of you that's holding back. You're holding back because you're waiting for someone to define who you are. And then, of course, your future as well. It's almost like feeling like you're being dictated to. Now, this might have also been a pattern where you were with an influential person that didn't really give you another option other than to just follow what it is that they said to, maybe avoid confrontation, to maybe avoid fights or feeling rejected or to feel abandoned. Normally, punishment was shown in the form of maybe shaming and also rejection. And of course, rejection is one of the biggest fears that we would have in our childhood as well, because if we're rejected, it means that we are cut off from the biggest connection and source of our survival. So if this is someone maybe like an influential person, maybe like a teacher, a mentor, like mom or dad, then this can absolutely be fundamentally important to address and to also look at. Now, what also is happening is that there's a lot of resentment that's now starting to build. A lot of resentment because you're now starting to move to a place in your life where you're actually starting to align with who you really truly are. You're starting to align with the true path that it is that you want to move on to. But there's a part of you that maybe feels held back by old fears. Maybe these judgments, this criticism from the past is still haunting you and holding you back in one way or another. Or it could be that maybe now you have a new person or a new set of circumstances in your life that's kind of showing up very similar to what your childhood was. Like there's certain scenarios that's playing out, not necessarily in the exact same way, but the way that it makes you feel is very connected to how you perhaps probably felt in your childhood. And this also strongly correlates to the direction that you're moving into your life. Now, this is normally very immediate. So look at the time when the plantar wart started. What area in your life were you trying to move forward with or moving into? What change were you trying to create and to establish? Because what this is telling you is that there's a lot of anger now. There's a lot of resentment of someone's old values and beliefs that almost starts to feel like it's a bit parasitic now on you. It's just like it's holding you back because it's not aligning with the way that your values and your beliefs have changed in your life as well. And it's also giving you a really, really clear and big picture here. What is it that you want to be, or who do you want to be at the end of the day? Because even though you think that you know, the confusion that you're feeling perhaps at the moment or at the time when it started, relationship to the people that maybe influence your decisions, there's still confusion. You're not 100% emotionally connected to where it is that you want to go, because maybe now there's a part of you that's stuck on a split duality where you're fighting, or you feel like you have to push hard, you have to sacrifice to get to where it is that you want to be, and trying to make other people happy at the same time. Now, this dancing game is just not working for you anymore, and your body is really starting to feel super drained out about it. And now also what's happening is that it's triggering your self-worth. There's a part of you that constantly has to try to convince yourself, I'm worthy of it, I'm deserving of it, I can do it, I can do it, but what if I can't? What if I can't? But I can do it, but what if I can't? It's exhausting. And your immune system is also showing this. So guys, there you have it. I hope that this helps. And until next time, be the light that you are. Thank you guys for joining me here. And also remember to subscribe to our math membership website. You can check out so much more. There's so many free healing courses there as well. Go to evetterose.com, see all the free masterclasses and events that we have coming up. There's always something happening on our platform. And we love to hear from you for the Ask Evette episodes, but also for the psychosomatic patterns that you would love for us to talk about, especially when it comes to these books, the research that's in it. And there's so much to be learned and so much to be shared as well. So I love your questions. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what you would love me to address as well. Life challenges, it's endless. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. And remember to subscribe so that you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest videos that's coming out just for you. Until next time, be the light that you are.